All right, this is our camp up here on Morris Hill Campground in Allegheny County. If you look, you can just see Lake Moomaw through the woods there. But Chuck's coming in a couple of hours. He'll take the other side of this little flat pad that campground provides. Picnic table. We brought our own table, cooler. Harold's got his tarp and hammock set up. I really like these fire rings. You can raise these up, set them over the fire like that, and yeah, it's a really cool spot. But we didn't bring any water up here with us, and there's a natural spring that just gushes water out of the side of the mountain, and we're gonna go fill up all of our jugs there. Yeah, there goes the sheriff doing his rounds. Appreciate that, because we're going to leave some fishing poles and gear and stuff here at camp while we go down and get water. And of course, swimming trunks on. We're doing some wet wading in the Trout River. Yeah, wet wading. Let's go. All right. How cool is this? Water just gushing out of the mountain. This is a public access point on the Jackson River called Indian Draft. This is where we'll start tomorrow, but where we just got water is directly across the road. So we're right here. Might as well make a few casts. My first cast of the year on the Jackson River. And that's a good deep looking hole with faster current. And there's flat water. There's an edge right there. Oh yeah. So my first cast on the Jackson River 2025 trip is a 16th ounce jig head Gamakatsu hook, a River Rock custom bait paddle tail. As you can see, it's got a black and grayish kind of back, silver flake, and a silver belly with a small flake in it. So we're gonna check. Yep, good to go. First cast. I do have a beetle spin tied on my other rod. I was gonna put a Berkeley Gulp fluke on that beetle spin and roll that spinner, give them the best of both worlds. Because I think what I'll probably fish a lot of tomorrow when we float is a Berkeley Gulp minnow and a rooster tail or that beetle spin. Oh, there's a fish. Got him. Fish on. Oh, it looks like a good rainbow. Oh no, it's a brown. Oh, nice brown. Nice brown trout. All right, I'm wetting my hands first. Oh, come on, baby. Come on, baby. Gotcha. Look, he ate that river rock. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Hang on, hang on. Got that river rock hanging out of his mouth. Gorgeous trout. First fish, 25. Yeah, baby, brown trout. Let's go. Okay, so I just caught that fish and I moved upriver about another 100 yards. I'm still throwing this river rock. And there's a nice eddy behind that rock right there, and there's got to be a trout. So I'm going to cast past. I'm going to cast past the eddy and bring my bait into it as naturally as I can. Oh, see, that's what happens sometimes. These river rocks have such a good action to them. Sometimes the tail will loop around the hook, and that doesn't look like a minnow at all. Man, how pretty is this? Yeah, I think this is either two or 3 years since we've been up here. This is awesome.
There we are.
You got one?
Got one.
All right. Harold's hooked up. On the spinner?
Nope.
No?
On a gulp.
On a gulp. Yeah. Oh, that's a... What is it? Is that another brown?
Yeah.
Harold's hooked up with the Berkeley gulp. Oh, that's all right. Trying to get a release. They're slippery and fast. Look at this fella. Hey, wake up. Coming up here to lay some eggs? No, it's almost September. What's up, little buddy? All right, I'm not gonna mess with you anymore. Go on about your day. Grab my fishing pole. Start working my way back to the truck. All right, I think this is my first rainbow. Yeah, it is. First rainbow trout. Yeah, how pretty is that? Caught it on that brown trout Rapala. On the brown trout Rapala. Rainbow trout on the brown trout. That's a much better rainbow. Yeah, buddy. All right, that's it from Indian Draft. We're going back up the mountain, going back to camp.
Settle just a little.
All right, we're up early to go down and hit the sunrise first light bite before we start our float trip. But you know the deal. Percolator. Let's hear for the percolator.
After this cup of coffee, we'll be ready to go fishing.
Yeah, I want to go fishing, but first, I just put a little pinch of sugar in there. All right, the first light bite, here we go. Hope there's no poison ivy right here, because I really can't see if I'm stepping in it or not. Man, I have missed this place. All right, little F5. The F5 floating Rapala and brown trout pattern. Yesterday, this was a rainbow killer. As always, test the drag. Pretty tight. All right, first cast of the day. Oh, yep, fish on. First cast of the day. Yeah, and it's a pretty rainbow. Yes, sir.
Second cast of the day. Viper.
Yeah, pretty rainbow. Oh, Bobo. Oh, Bobo. The first light bite. What is it, a brown? Oh, nice. Oh, I just saw another fish jump right there. Dude, they're stacked in this hole this morning.
Yeah.
Pretty fish, Harold. That's a nice rainbow.
Yeah, actually that's almost 14 or 15 inches.
Nice, dude. What'd you catch him on?
Berkeley Gulp for the win.
Berkeley Gulp. Just absolutely beautiful. How cool is this? We're at the doorway of adventure. Takes a lot of hard work to get here. Guys, we just shoved off. We're doing about 10 miles today. We started from right there. It's called Natural Well or Indian Draft. And we're floating down to Petticoat Junction. There's the one and only country store up here. And that's where we're going. We're gonna float down to the stove. Come on. I've already caught a couple fish this morning. You saw the sunrise bite. It's only gonna get better. So today, since it is technically summer, although it's the last week of August, what I'm going to focus on is these ripples. There's more oxygen in this water, and because the water's a little warmer because of time of year, these fish are going to be holding in more oxygenated water. So my plan today is to go through ripples like these, spin the boat around and fish the tail out where these ripples dump into typically deeper water. So you have good oxygen and deeper water, and that's where I'm going to focus most of my efforts on today. All right, so as you can see, I just came through this little ripple and I whipped the boat around. I'm going to cast back into the rapids. Not as deep as I was thinking it would be, but that's where a fish should be. A nice blue hole behind these rapids. This is exactly what we're looking for. This is exactly what we're looking for. Whip this boat around. Get him, Chuck. Oh, daggone it. Like he's done it before. All right, I'm throwing this River Rock paddle tail. But I also have that Rapala F5 tied on my other rod. That was catching a lot of fish, doing really well. Floating Rapala F5. Oh, and I tie a loop knot. I don't know if you can see that loop knot, but that knot really helps this bait have more action and a better action. Yeah, if your jerk baits like that don't have a split ring, a loop knot is the knot to use for baits like that. I'm surprised we haven't picked anything up out of this deep water. Right behind a set of rapids, oxygen in the water. Everything about it says big fish. All right, we're coming up on by far the fastest, biggest set of rapids of the trip. This all to the left looks really good. All this stuff on this side looks really good. Phew, I might dip the bow here. There's some cold water too, boys and girls. Yeehaw! Ow, ow! Yep, dip the bow. All right, nice and smooth. Here comes Harold. I'm gonna catch a fish. Yeehaw! You want to get out and take a break, stretch your legs? Let's do it.
Let this hole kind of calm down and fish the shit out of
There's Chuck shooting. Yeah, that water comes up and splashes your balls. You're like, oh yeah, yeah. All right, we're not right behind somebody's house either. I like this spot.
Damn, I might need pliers for you. Shit.
I got pliers right here. Oh, you got it? Sometimes they swim right at the camera. Oh, cool. Just came through a chute. Look at the geese. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Pretty little creek that comes down and dumps into the Jackson River. That water is really, really clear. I wonder if there's any wild brook trout up the mountain when you follow that creek up. I bet you'd find them. Yeah, this water has good depth to it all through here. It's been a lot of rope swings. All right, this is a long, sweeping set of rapids up against this vertical rock bluff here. I bet the fishing is absolutely on fire on the tail end of this. Just a little bump and grind. That might have actually been where I swamped the canoe last time. That might be where I turned it over last time. Actually, I'm almost certain this is where I turned the canoe or turned the kayak over last time I was here. Oh, a brown just chased it right up next to the boat. Not gonna come back for it. Now this is the adventure I've been wanting. Ha ha! This is so much fun. Oh, I dearly love this. Come on, baby. All right, I gotta focus on that one. Man, this is such pretty water. Going by it so fast. Fish, fish. Oh, it's a little baby brown. And a nice brown chased my bait all the way back to the boat back there. I'd say nice. I mean, it was 16 inches or better. Nothing crazy, but yeah, I was hung up. That's got to be over 20. He's tired. That's a good trout right there. That is a big old brown trout. Get a close up of it. Yeah! So this is a really narrow little chute. The whole river is, in the winter when the water's higher, there's a creek that comes out from under the road. And this is an island right here. Water's going over these rocks, but not today. That was fast. Woo! When water splashes up and hits you in the face and you don't smile, you might want to rethink things. Oh, Harold's hung up. Uh-oh.
No, I got a fish.
You got a fish?
I think I got a fish. I got weight.
No. Oh, it's a limb broom. Oh, I got him. We've all done that. Swinging Bridge. Don't know where exactly this is at, but we're getting pretty close to Petticoat Junction. Got a series of islands here. Water goes this way, the most volume goes that way. So that's the way we're going. Here's the end of that island where the water comes around on the other side. All right, guys, kind of a recap on most of the day. Off and on in the last 20 or 30 minutes, I've been able to hear traffic. It sounds like once in a while you can hear a car cross the bridge. That's Petticoat Junction, what I think I can hear. That's our takeout. This is coming from a guy who's got 30 years of paddling the river, 30 plus years of river experience. This has been a pretty long float trip. I would strongly recommend something shorter than Natural Well down to Petticoat Junction. Maybe Smith Bridge to Petticoat. I think that's only 5 miles. Water level's pretty good today though. It's up, it's moving. I've only scraped a couple of rocks and get to take you along with us. And once again, we're taking advantage of public access on our local rivers and streams. We only had to drive about 3 hours and 35 minutes to get up here. Only. It took a lot of hard work to get here, but loving life. Caught fish at sunrise, caught fish, a nice 19-inch. It was 19 inches, brown trout. It took a minute. I thought I revived it, and it didn't. And we raced downriver and caught it and held it in the water, and it revived and swam away. So that was good. Didn't get it on camera. We saved somebody's kayak where we put in and started our float. A group of people started, and I recognized their boats, and we floated by them, and 4 out of 5 had been pulled up out of the water on the bank. Well, a quarter-mile down, we found one of their kayaks and it was hung up on a log jam, and we called them and got the boat back to them. We left their kayak at Indian Draft, and so good deed for the day. But we got a couple racks of ribs to cook up when we get back to camp, and it's probably 5 o'clock, so it's going to be a late dinner. But all in all, it's been a good day. And there's our takeout. There's the bridge, Petticoat Junction. The old general store is up here on the left, and we're gonna go down here right underneath the bridge and take out. And boy, it's been a long day. 9:30 till, I guess, almost 6 o'clock. And here comes the police. Can't avoid it. Sirens. And here we are. There's the boat ramp right there. Here we are, Petticoat Junction. Hallelujah. We made it. Oh, golly. Sound like an old man. Come on, Grandpa, get it together. Oh, so glad to be out of this boat. Holy cow. What a day. I'm pretty sure we floated like 13.5 miles today. It was pretty big day. And this is special regulation trout water.
Well, look at the map. That tells how far.
We floated past Smith Bridge, Natural Well, down to Petticoat Junction. We traveled from here all the way down. You are here. Mile marker 30, mile marker 40. All right, we covered 10 miles. That was a fun one. All right, so the generator's running. I'm pressure cooking cans of trout. There's a spike buck and a doe and 2 fawns. And when I tell you I'm close to these deer,
Yeah, they're like 20 feet from us.
I don't have anything for you. Is this actually happening? Here's camp.
The deer's like 5 feet from
And I'm this close to a deer. Hey, buddy. Guys, the end of our camping trip is here. Kind of the sad, depressing part of packing up camp, but we had a really good float yesterday. The weather was beautiful. High of only about 80. Got to bring you along with us. So hit that like button if you enjoyed today's video. Share it with somebody if you think they'll appreciate it. And we'll see you on the next one. Be well, be blessed. Thanks for watching.